Hey everyone, it's Kathy.
And Paul here with iDulting.
We're here to help you navigate the crazy world of adulting.
Because let's be real, it's a wild ride. We'll be dropping tips, sharing stories,
And maybe even spilling some embarrassing secrets along the way.
so get comfortable, grab your favorite drink, get ready to laugh, learn, and level up your adulting game. This is iDulting. Don't forget to like, follow, and or subscribe, and share this podcast. Head over to iDulting.com for more information and to submit questions for us about iDulting.
And maybe even pick up some of our new merchandise. And if you know any fellow adults who need some guidance, send them our way.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On today's episode, we're going to discuss something very close to my heart. As they say, the fastest way to my heart is through my stomach. Let's talk food.
So much good food.
What we're talking about is our trip and the places we stopped and the different flavors and the angles. And it was just a culinary delight. Like, we could bring that guy that goes to diners, dives, and dingbats with us. That'd be awesome.
We did. We found some really great restaurants.
I'm sure he's actually been at some of these. They're almost positive.
So first we stopped, our first day of travel, we stopped in Roanoke, North Carolina, and we went to Ralph's Barbecue. It is definitely a local restaurant, which we always say we like to eat local so we can see what the current, trend is for specific foods in the area we're staying in.
Let's describe that a little. Yes, we understand there's lots of quote unquote local destinations, but we try to go a level deeper.
We ask local people where good restaurants are because they tend to know where some of the local flair is and the better restaurants, not the chains and everything that's on the main strip.
You hit two things there. They're really important. We ask the local people and we try to avoid chains. If we can go to it at home, not that we won't go to it, and we're not saying that the food isn't good at them, but we try to avoid it on vacation because we're trying to make different kind of memories and a different kind of experiences.
And we're trying to show our kids what some of the different cultures and different parts of the country, what their favorites are and why.
And if we didn't do it, we would have no idea what peanut soup is.
That is correct. We would not.
Still waiting for that to be made here, but I know what it is now.
So we stopped at Ralph's Barbecue. It's authentic Southern barbecue. Not only is it Southern barbecue, but they have South Carolina or North Carolina, or just Carolina barbecue. It's not as red saucy as our North Jersey barbecue. Not as sweet. It's kind of more tangy, more vinegary.
More vinegar based for sure. It's delicious.
The kids got to get real sweet tea, meaning made there, not in a jug.
We met the staff. You know the commercial, you don't become your parents? We are those people. We definitely are. We try to meet staff in all these places and talk to them. In this case, we met a waitress named Bridget. She was so patient answering all our Yankee questions. We didn't even know what we were eating, and we were eating it to some things.
Oh, yeah, we filled our plates. It was kind of a buffet style place to eat. And we'd ask her, she'd walk by to ask if we needed more water or refills on our drinks. And we'd say, what's this? And what's this? So that we knew what it was that we liked or didn't like.
They had two types of barbecue there. Technically three, but I didn't try the ground up one.
Yeah, I don't think I tried that one either.
It was so finely ground up, you could use it like a spread, I guess. I didn't try it. The kids said it was great. But they had what you would think of, what I think of as barbecue with the barbecue sauce, and Carolina barbecue, which is the more vinegar based, and it's absolutely delicious. If I could figure out how to make it here, I probably will.
And the next morning we got to go to Oscar's Diner. We had breakfast there.
How'd we find out about Oscar's?
I think the girl at the hotel recommended it.
That was the second contact that recommended it. The first was someone at Ralph's. Now, Ralph's, for those of you that are picturing driving down the road and seeing a restaurant, when you saw Ralph's from the outside, was it what you expected?
I expected it to be someplace a little less shiny, a little more homegrown because it was being recommended by people that live there. And typically those are the restaurants that are a little more lived in.
And it was very much so. Not run down or anything like that, just not fancy like a vacation destination would be. And it had the fish.
The big fish outside.
Ralph's hat is decorated with fish. I'm not quite sure why. And the Porky's like sign out front with the big pig on it up by roadside. It was very cool. It was definitely worth going to. I would stop specifically in Roanoke Rapids to go there again.
But we did go to breakfast at Oscar's. We found out because somebody
at dinner
said
mentioned that
they were going to go to Oscar's, but that it was full.
That led us to ask at the hotel, again, the local people that worked there, if they had ever heard of Oscar's Diner. More than one. It was actually two because one got the other one. Both of them said it's a great place for breakfast.
Yeah, the food was really good. There was Debbie, our waitress. She was fantastic. Right? Was she our waitress or was she the hostess?
I think she was the hostess.
Yeah, she was great. She sat and, came over and talked to us for a little while. And the food was amazing. Our kids loved it.
What I get? Shrimp and grits? You got sausage gravy on biscuits.
I did get biscuits and gravy because I was in the South.
Both dishes, yes, you can get substitutes for them here, but you're not going to come close to Oscar's. I guarantee it.
And you'll never find it without asking. It's untrue. You can put it in your GPS and you will find it. But you probably want to ask local people where to eat because they'll absolutely tell you Ralph's or Oscar's.
When you get there and park, you're not going to be sure you're there unless you know you're going there.
Yeah, it's kind of across the street from an old factory.
A cotton
processing plant.
Yeah, with the railroad tracks right there. The store itself, the diner itself, isn't real flashy like their sign out front.
No, it's actually in a strip mall.
Yeah, well, and it's not. When you think strip mall, you think kind of new. This is an old walking like downtown. It's in a row of stores and only one of their windows has the sign and the awning. We sat across the street and we're like, is this really it? We weren't sure, but we went anyway. Had a great time and then found a hidden gem while we were there. On the walls of Oscar's Diner are these guitars
that are signed by the original musicians. It's incredible.
Do you remember some of the names?
Styx.
Charlie Daniels was one.
Charlie Daniels.
There were like 15 of these guys. And not behind cases, just on the wall.
Which was a little weird, but actually really cool.
We're talking huge artists, some of them. There might have been a Hagar guitar there. It just really, really cool. If it was at the Hard Rock anywhere in the world, those would have been behind cases for sure.
Then we made it to Myrtle Beach and we went to Broadway at the beach. We ate ice cream at Ben and Jerry's because we could.
Us Yankees, like we said, we don't, maybe we do. I've never seen a Ben and Jerry's, and I wasn't the first one to see it there in my defense, but I am a recovering fat guy. So I would have found it eventually. They had a bazillion flavors, just like Ben and Jerry's, and you could just get them. It was very cool. You know what I didn't ask? If they had Yasso.
It's probably too new to be in the stores right now.
Yasso is a Greek yogurt protein version of their ice cream. It's very good too.
And then we went to Southern Grill. The food was absolutely amazing. And what was even better than the food was the staff.
They were fantastic and so friendly. That was the owner.
I think the manager.
Okay, manager. I thought it was a family run thing and he was talking about his family and
our food was made fresh. It was fantastic. And we really weren't, walking around spending money like crazy up for adding stuff to it. So we just kind of got what we needed and what we wanted. And he walked over with a bunch of bottles of water because, everyone in our group was sunburned by then and was like, here, have these. It's fantastic.
Again, this is at a big tourist destination. Broadway on the beach, really big. Lots of chains. We found the Southern Grill, which is not one of those chains, and had a fantastic experience. We're really starting to notice a theme in our traveling here.
The next place we ate was Fiesta Mexicana. I don't know if it's a chain, maybe in the South. It's not a chain here, but the food was amazing.
It was really good. This was another referral. This
Yeah,
was
the van driver.
The van driver. He told us it was good and we wouldn't regret going there. He was not kidding. It was fantastic food. It's the first time I ever drank a mocktail in my life, and it was yummy.
We did some grocery shopping. So Food Lion, kudos to you. Kind of like our version of ShopRite, I guess. It's weird how you have to
I was gonna
get
say.
every coupon in the store. You can't just pick the ones you want. When you go to get your coupons, it prints them out in pages. So you just get 3 or 4, 5 pages of coupons.
Right. Like here, we put on our app the digital coupons. There, you go to a kiosk and just print out all of them. It would be cool, though, if we had the option to add all the digital coupons to our ShopRite card.
That would be it. And we needed to do things like, snacks for the room and drinks. And we also needed to buy stuff to make our flounder that we caught on our fishing trip, actually, that my daughter caught.
So, and we had to argue about aloe and go to Food Lion and get that.
Absolutely.
It's a necessity. You go to the beach, you argue about aloe. It's just a rule.
Well, not for everyone, but for us very white people, aloe is a necessity because no matter how much sunblock, we burn.
We did. Speaking of this trip, we did fairly well not burning.
You and I.
Yeah.
But our children were all burnt like lobsters.
Yeah. Well, we kept reminding them we can't spray it for them.
I know.
Well, we could. That would be funny. Maybe next trip.
Just keep spraying them every time we see them.
Just chase them around, spraying them. Sunblock time.
Can't not turn into your parents.
Maybe like pepper spray right in the face. It's time for sunblock.
Okay, and the place of all places. We detoured a little bit on our trip home. Just so we
have to tell
could
the whole
go.
Story.
What?
We chose our route home just to go to this destination.
Just to go to this destination because, oh yeah, I've always wanted to go there. Where was it?
And I'm going to give even more of a backstory. It was one of our trips to South Carolina. A relative told us about this place that's really cool to stop and told us the name of it. And ever since, we've been like, all right, we want to go. But there are none in the north.
Yeah, there's none.
The one we went to is the closest one to our house, and it's 5 hours away.
And where was it?
Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Was it in Harrisonburg, Virginia?
Is that where it is?
Yeah, but where did we go?
Oh, we went to Buc-ee's.
Holy crap, that place is awesome.
We didn't even make it in the door. We were in their driveway looking, going, holy moly, look at this place.
It's kind of, to us in the north, a Costco-sized Quick Check with everything.
It's bigger than a Costco-sized Quick Check. It had 120 gas pumps. 120. I'm not exaggerating. That's how many. I looked it up. That's how many gas pumps are in front of this place.
Yeah, it's insane. It's amazing. You walk in and there's everything from a fishing pole to a gallon of milk to pot holders to dinner. It's just it's amazing. Stuffed animals and clothes and yeah, it's got everything.
We saw actual Buc-ee walking by.
We did. We got to see actual Buc-ee walking by.
Unbelievable. And all the employees, they must be used to people like us walking. And we just stood there taking it all in. And you can't, from one door, you couldn't see the other side of the store.
No. And we stood there like complete and total tourists taking pictures and gawking. And it was so much fun. I know it sounds weird to be that excited about essentially a giant Quick Check.
We're not the only ones, though. There were easily hundreds of people in this store, all buying Buc-ee's everything. We still have Bucky's beaver nuggets.
We do. And a Bucky's magnet for my fridge, and a Bucky stuffed animal for our son who needed to have it, and a Bucky's t-shirt because we were there, and it's such a foreign thing to us up here in the north, and it was
We
one of
had
those destinations.
Bucky's dinner.
We did have Bucky's for dinner.
Which is how we fit this into the food episode. We bought I want to give more of a backstory here. Kathy and I are walking around the store enjoying our tourist experience. And one of our adults, the most adultest of our adults, comes up like a Sherpa carrying the food that she chose for dinner.
One of everything. It cost us more at Bucky's to eat dinner than it did probably for 2 or 3 days on vacation total. There's combined.
Sausage on a stick. What else was
brisket? Oh
brisket
my God.
Sandwiches were to die for. The chicken sandwich was good. What else did we eat?
They ate everything. They had a little bit of everything. They had candy and they had snacks and they had drinks and they fudge and yep.
Roasted nuts.
Oh, and French fries and homemade potato chips, and it was incredible.
We were close enough to the hotel that we didn't have to eat in the parking lot because we did hit rain on the way home.
They acquired so much food that we still had food when we got home.
I think we still have, not that we should eat it now, a Bucky sandwich in the fridge.
The staff there is amazing. They must constantly, every minute of every day, be overrun with tourists and questions, and they were so polite and so friendly and so helpful.
They watched us at checkout. The guy's checking us out. And I'm watching the number go up and up and up. He looks at me and goes, "No, it's okay."
Because apparently everybody spends a ridiculous amount of money at Bucky's.
We spent almost $200.
And it's not that the prices aren't good. It's that we were so wowed that we just needed to have a little bit of everything, and a little bit of everything added to a lot of bit of our money.
It sure did. It was so much fun, though. If you're passing a Bucky's, you need to plan. This isn't just stop and hit the bathroom unless you're a Bucky's pro.
Oh, no, you need like an hour or two.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely want to plan that in. And I would highly recommend doing it around a mealtime. The brisket, out of this world. The sausage on a stick, really good. The fries were okay. They're fries. What was the potato chips, the Bucky's chips or whatever, fresh
homemade potato chips.
They were very good. Well, I didn't try their pastries. We should have. I guess at the point we were, what's a second mortgage? Who cares?
But if you're going to buy one thing and one thing only, eat the brisket. It's amazing. They have an entire staff, kitchen staff, cooking their food. It goes on forever, it feels like. You can see it. You can see them working from while you're shopping, and you can see them cooking, and you just look, and it just seems to go and go and go.
And did you notice them stop a couple times to sing whatever that song was?
Yeah, they do stop and do some sort of a little show. It's cute.
Reminded me of the bananas you watch. The Savannah Bananas. Where they have the inning break so they can do the dance.
Reminded me of how Cold Stone used to be.
Cold Stone was that way up in the beginning.
They used to stop and do some sort of a little show and then continue making your ice cream.
That was our trip. That was our eating.
Yeah.
That was the food trip to Myrtle Beach. It was excellent. Definitely both in the trip, memories were made. The food, memories were made. We found places that we would revisit.
Absolutely.
If you're down in, I just want to hit them real quick. Roanoke Rapids for dinner time. Ralph's Barbecue. If you're looking for an earlier in the day meal, lunch or breakfast, Oscar's Diner. In Myrtle Beach, you got Ben and Jerry's all over the place at Broadway on the beach. The Southern Grill, highly recommend at Broadway on the beach. Fiesta Mexicana, awesome dinner. We used the Food Line, and this is our third trip using Food Line.
I actually have a Food Line card, even though there's not one within, 8 hours of our house?
Right. And then Bucky's, a must stop if you're passing it, but you need to leave the time for that.
And the money.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you again soon. Be safe.
Just remember, you've got this, iDults. Keep your head up, your spirits high, and keep adulting with us. Go forth and conquer the world. or at least your to-do list.
And don't forget to like, follow, and or subscribe. Tell your friends, share the podcast, and head over to iDulting.com for more information and to connect with us. See you on the next episode. Be safe.